Steve, is there a moment in that goal when Greg McKegg scores that goal where you just felt a whole pile of relief?
Well, I think there was a couple turning points. I think that was one of them. I think the Andrew McWilliam hit in open ice was another turning point in the game. And you've got to give Milwaukee and their team a lot of credit. They came into this building and they played a hard game. And, you know, we were opportunistic at the right time on that power play goal and then obviously sealed it with an empty net. But it was a heck of a hockey game, and I give Milwaukee a lot of credit.
Is it accurate to say they played a very different game than the first two?
They were disciplined, again, and they came hard. They were desperate. We knew they were going to be desperate. I thought we might have been a little bit flat early, but I thought that hit gave us a little bit of life and momentum, and it was nice tonight we could play four lines again, but it was a heck of a hockey game.
How important is it to get a performance like that out of McIntyre tonight?
It was great, but I thought we did a nice job. I think in this whole series we did a pretty good job of keeping guys away from him, and I thought he saw a lot of the pucks, but there was a couple of saves there where we needed him to be great. And again, he really is the oil that drives this machine, and he was real good again tonight.
Is it encouraging when Andrew steps up, plays that way, when he's missed time with a head injury and he comes back and he's willing to play that same style?
I took a gasp of breath because I was hoping he was going to be okay, but that tells you the type of player that he is, and he saw it, he took it, and thankfully he survived it.
Steve, Andrew stepping up the neutral zone, that was just one of the plays of the defenseman doing that. Did you ask your guys to shorten the neutral zone? Did you see something in Milwaukee to send them up, or were they making the choice?
No, we know how good they are in transition, so it was important for us to hold our gap all night, and our third man in the offensive zone did a real nice job. We didn't give up odd man rushes tonight. We were really solid, and again, we talk about structure. We have to play with structure this team in all three zones because we can't play wide open. I thought we did a nice job of that tonight.
Brad Ross is a guy who struggled a little bit through the season, ECHL time. How's he kept himself in the lineup here for the playoffs?
Well, he drove everybody, including us, crazy a little bit this series. You know what, he's playing that pest, that agitator type role, and he's not taking penalties. So he was a real unsung hero, as was Kenny Ryan in this series.
When you have the balance through a series like this of scoring, is there one line you look at the end of the series and say they were the best line?
You know what, again, we brought Carter in tonight, so it kind of changed our dynamic, but I think Trevor Smith has taken his game up to a new level, and I thought the D'Amigo-Cozen line with Trevor was excellent this whole series.
Steve, 5 different power play goal scorers for you guys in the series. How much of a difference maker can that make?
It's huge, John. You know what, I think anytime you can back off teams with power play goals, it's critical because they've got to be disciplined against you. And, you know, whoever we play next, we know it only gets more difficult now, and we have to stay disciplined. We know this team can get off the rails sometimes, and we got to keep them on the rails.
How do you get fresh now? You've got a whole more than a week off now.
Yeah, we'll take 2 days of maintenance, and we'll reconvene here Sunday. And as a staff now, we'll look at some potential opponents and start our technical package for the next two opponents or whoever we play.
How close were Holland and Abbott to getting
They're both, if I needed them, they would have played next game. Thankfully, we didn't, and they get more maintenance. But both those guys will be playing next game for sure.
Conscious of Brendan being in the crowd for the first time tonight?
But yeah, you know what, again, it was nice seeing him before the game, and so we had an opportunity to talk before the game and catch up on old times, but it was great seeing him in here, and it was nice that we can get a win in front of him as well.